Hey guys, so I am a day post-op. Yesterday I wasn't feeling well at all to do anything. I definitely have to say it's really difficult to cough, laugh, sneeze, stretch because of the incisions. Everything came back normal, which was great. I think I just have to wait for the results the surgery was great. The results for the gallbladder and pathology, I have to wait to see. As far as I know, I didn't have any gallstones in there, so the ultrasounds did match. The anesthesia team came to talk to me several times. They really make me feel very comfortable because I'm very sensitive to a lot of different medicines. I have a patch in the back of my ear that they put for nausea, and it lasts for 3 days. Then they use what they could as far as pain. It was a really nice cocktail. It did end up wearing off. My surgery was at 7:15 in the morning. It ended up wearing off, I want to say about 3-4 o'clock. They did send me some oxy home, ibuprofen, and told me to take Tylenol. I stopped taking Tylenol already because that really doesn't work, and I don't want to do more damage to my liver. I do feel very itchy on the sole of my feet and the palms of my hands. They did tell me that I can shower the next day, which it was one of my worries. I like to shower. And they just said to let the water run in the back, but not really touch the front because the bandages that they put, they want them to stay there at least until Monday. Today's Saturday. And so definitely on a liquid diet. They didn't tell me to do any of that. This is just what I'm doing just because it's a transition from having an organ to not having an organ. So you have to treat it as such. You can't just bombard your body with everything else. So I'm doing lips and soups anytime I get hungry, and crackers and ginger ale. I did request for gas pills, so I ended up going to the Dollar Tree and getting some. Well, I didn't. My husband did. Although it doesn't help with the air that they pump inside your belly to be able to see the organs correctly. It could help with other things because I was not eating for a while. So I definitely recommend that. I haven't had a bowel movement, maybe because it's all liquid, a little bit of noodles, or because of the oxy. So I do go back to work Monday, and I am hoping that I feel a lot better because I do work sitting. And right now what I've been doing, yesterday all I did was lay down in bed. And then today I been laying and standing. It's really difficult to get off and on my bed because it's high. But luckily I had a stool, and my husband's been here helping me with that. So going to the bathroom too is really weird, wiping, because you're stretching and that kind of bothers. But the pain is bearable with the medicine. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what happened the day off. I waited a long time. I waited 2 hours before I got on the table, and I actually walked myself to the table, got myself on the table, and it was kind of nerve-wracking how they start strapping you with everything. They strap your feet with the things for your legs so you don't have blood clots, and a second IV is done after you fall asleep. They injected me with the anesthesia, and I was literally sleeping 3 seconds. I think I did enough standing, or had enough standing team. I don't have any leftover blood on my belly other than the bandages, which is pretty normal. So that's where I'm at now. Out of all the surgeries or things that I've done, I think this has been the best one with the anesthesia that I received. So I am good. I will keep you guys updated on how it goes and what else I do.
Hey there, so I am 4 days post-op, and I did remove my bandages. This might be TMI, but I did want to share. This is how nasty it looked. They were really, really dry. I only had 2 of them that were super soaked. But anyways, at day 3, they told me that I could just take it off slowly. Of course, I really didn't need any soap and water to remove it, so I started removing slowly. But I do have to say that day 3 was rough. I had to go back to work. Well, I had to, but I ended up going back to work. So I took myself off of the opioids, which, of course, no narcotics. The pain is coming back. So I was still doing ibuprofen. I was definitely hydrating with an electrolyte powder package. I wanted to do that. I had finally had a bowel movement, which I didn't want to have a bowel movement the day after or so because, who wants to sit there and push, especially with opioids? But anyways, that was a struggle. It went by, and then I actually had 2 to 3 bowel movements on the 3rd day, but the back pain that I had was horrible. So I have been rubbing this THC CBD lotion on my back that actually has allowed me to sleep. Oh yeah, I needed my nails. Anyways, so I wanted to share that because I know a lot of people say the day after remove your bandages. I asked specifically, and I was told 3 days after, which was the day that I had to return to work as well. I did shower, and everything just was showering on my back and letting the water flow in the front. I am super bloated. I look like I am pregnant. Maybe I can show you guys that tomorrow. But I did want to share the back pain. It's unreal. I did walk around a lot, and I was, releasing gas and everything. So my body's almost like back to normal, just inflammation and soreness, which will help with the ibuprofen. My voice hasn't come back completely from all that. So it's been somewhat of a struggle, but an adjustment too. I stopped doing my liquid, even though I wasn't really in a liquid, not like a clear liquid diet. I was eating crackers. So it was like crackers and broth, Lipton soups. On day 3, I ended up having some vegetables with the soup, still had some more crackers and jello. And, that managed to be doing okay. Minimal pain on the side. Sometimes I feel tug and pulling. I'm still having a hard time reaching and bending. So I want to wait like a whole other week for that to see if I can do it. So even though this is an invasive procedure,
Non-invasive,
but you do have to do a lot of adjustments. So in order for you to not get like any hernia or any complications, which I know a lot of people are excited to like go back to working out, I'm definitely taking my time with that. But I wanted to give you guys an update. Look out for that back pain. I didn't get much shoulder pain, and then I felt like I was hunched back a lot. So I'm working now on being able to stretch a little bit more because it doesn't feel as tight when I remove the bandages.
Hey there, so this is 7 days after the surgery. I am a week post-op. I have to say I have come a long way. I've been working all week and I've been doing okay. I can stretch. I can't really bend comfortably, but I can stretch, which is good because when you wake up, you want to stretch. So I want to say stay into the flu-like diet right after surgery is definitely ideal. It will help you tremendously, and you want to introduce foods to your body again, almost as if you were sick. After all, you did get a whole organ removed. So I did that. I started with liquids, crackers, ginger ale. Then I went to liquids, vegetables, or like a vegetable soup, crackers, rice, ginger ale, the hydration powder. And then I started doing beet juice that had ginger and orange because I'm a special case, so I need beet juice in order for me to produce blood for my body to heal. I'm going to post or put a video in here where you can see how now I'm showing bruising on my incisions, but I have the bandages off. That's what the incisions look like. I have my post-op appointment next Thursday, so I will probably do a video then to update you guys on how that went. And other than that, I've been able to shower okay with warm and a little hotter water. I just try to avoid the incisions from getting super wet. You do want to keep them dry just because that way they can actually close, heal, and seal completely. So I'm working on that, and I'm definitely taking my time. I'm walking a lot during the day, taking my time doing things, definitely give my body to rest, go to sleep and take naps when I can and when the body wants to. So today I actually will start eating breads and, like sandwiches. So now I just have to be very careful. Everything that I want to introduce for the second week will have to be baked, boiled, or steamed. Just minimal, I want to say minimal spices, but not like overly seasoned, salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. You have to be very careful because the gallbladder is also part of your GI. So you have to know how your body reacts to things. Now, I was already doing a lifestyle change like 8 years ago with no fats and stuff like that. So I know what my body can take before without having it. And then after, I have to slowly see what I can do. But I don't eat spicy food. And that's one of the things you're going to want to stay away from. And I don't really do fried food. So, which is another one of the things you want to stay for. The only thing I think I'm going to have a hard time is kind of letting go of dairy or mainly cheeses, like nachos or hamburger with like a cheeseburger or just a sandwich that has, I love provolone cheese. So, but anyways, that's for another time. I did want to say that I have noticed my urine got lighter and I have been drinking less water. So I'm not sure why I'm not as thirsty. I definitely have an appetite. Like I think 4 or 5 days after, my body's like, feed me, maybe because it's trying to heal. So that's where I'm at, but I feel good. My mood is good. I was sleeping very well. I'm not on the ibuprofen anymore. So I'm not taking any medicines other than my blood thinners. And I think the reason why they told me to wait 3 days after to remove the bandages was because of the blood thinners. Once I resumed it, they wanted to make sure it was actually sealed. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for me to actually be able to like get back to normal, eating healthy, starting to work out again. So I'm going to try to see if Monday, maybe I can start doing like a walking exercising, nothing that has me bend or doing too much because I really don't want any kind of hernias or injuries inside. The other thing I wanted to mention is that
For whatever reason, the back pain is still somewhat there, but not as much. And when I do get hungry, I get this pain on my left side. So I don't know if that's the pancreas. I don't know if it's just my stomach being like, okay, you need to feed me. I have no idea, but it does go away depending on how I lay. So it could potentially be gas. I did notice that some of the veggies was making me bloated. So there's days where I'm not bloated, days where I am bloated, and it depends on what I eat. And then a lot of gas, so a lot of flatulence. And I wasn't taking any more gas pills, but I may want to start back up depending on what I eat, because otherwise I'll be bloated or I'll have those pains. Anyways, so this is part 2. Look out for part 3 next week on my post-up. Bye.